volunteering, or founding or leading a nonprofit. Tonight we are joined by 3 finalists. One who saw a need to provide transformative educational and workforce experiences to underrepresented young adults, one who participates in extensive community involvement both personally and professionally, and one who provides hot meals and needed essentials to homeless and those in need. The work of all 3 finalists is truly inspiring, and for that reason, each finalist will receive $1,000 for their nonprofit or a nonprofit of their choice. Let's learn more about their work.
I've really grown to become aware of the impact that I have, or my team members have, my agents have, my family can have on something, and that kind of awareness has been invaluable to me. I'm Brian Brosen. I'm a licensed associate broker with the Capital team at eXp Realty here in Schenectady, New York. We started the Capital team in 2004 and have grown the team over the years to help people with residential and commercial real estate needs. I firmly believe that in order to be a good businessman and a good neighbor, you need to give back to your community. Some of the organizations that I've been involved with are Capital City Rescue Mission, various LGBTQ organizations in the area with various missions, along with Street Soldiers and Best Buddies, those 2 organizations which I am most passionate about. Best Buddies we got involved with about 4 or 5 years ago. Our family is a very cool little tribe that we've built through adoption of kids with different challenges. The mission of Best Buddies for inclusion for everybody was one that really resonated with us. So we signed up for a walk over at Crossgates Mall, and from that day forward, I've been connected with Best Buddies on corporate fundraising and promotion for the organization, trying to build up the brand and the recognition of who they are. I learned about Street Soldiers honestly through Facebook and through social media posts. I had been actively searching for an organization that I could have a street level impact. Street Soldiers is a loose affiliation of fantastic people looking to help out those who need help. As we've helped to kind of organize Street Soldiers a little bit, we have taken over and we've kind of run what we call the pantry department. We've converted the office at our house into literally a walk-in food pantry that my partner spends hours on organizing and stocking. And then we put together 100 bags of food to bring every Sunday afternoon to Street Soldiers and hand out to those in need. It's been cool because it's a family effort, but I'm most proud of the impact we have on some of these people. We're talking about individuals that during the week, they walk around, nobody acknowledges them, nobody says hello to them, nobody makes eye contact with them. And we're talking about giving them a little bit of dignity back. That's most important, hands down, without a doubt.
When I was 14 years old, I spent my summer volunteering at the Salvation Army. What I did was help people get their first change of clothes, prepared meals in the soup kitchen, worked in the food pantry. And what I learned about was the need in Schenectady. That was a time where I really decided that I would commit my life to making the change that I could make. I'm Jennifer Lawrence, founder and CEO of Social Enterprise and Training Center, also known as SEAT Center. We're located in Schenectady, New York, and we have satellite sites in Troy and Albany. SEAT Center offers a continuum of programs to work with young adults, mostly 18 to 24, who haven't had opportunity because of their zip code, because of educational inequities in our system. They haven't had it because of skin color, because of socioeconomic status. What we're really looking at doing is bridging the gap, and that's really the heart of our mission, which is making sure young people are included in all of the opportunity in our region to create a seat at the table. And we do that through training, which is technical credentials, high school equivalency classes for people who need to finish their diploma, life skills, paid internships, job placement, 1 year of follow-up, and most important, support beyond the hours of 9 to 5, meal drop-offs, finding safe and secure, affordable housing, intervening and representing and advocating for our young people in the legal system. I always say it's not about a first chance, it's about a first, second, and third chance, because we've all had many chances. Fast forward, and our graduates are making it. They're in careers all throughout Schenectady and beyond, and now in Troy and Albany. So we're sitting on the steps of a graduate who just purchased this home to raise her son in, giving back in her community, donating her time to do her part as well. So this to me is inspiring to just be here and to see our students' growth. I believe that each of us have a job to do on this earth. Each of us can contribute, and I believe in doing your best and doing what you're calling and your purposes, and everything else will follow.
I've been volunteering in different organizations since I was a kid. Just always been very involved in the community and giving back. I'm Michelle Skinner. I'm the Assistant GM of the Tri-City Valley Cats, and my job includes overseeing our Cats Care Community Relations campaign. Annually, our community impact is $500,000 back to the Capital Region, and that's goods and services, time spent, and fundraisers here at the ballpark. What I really like about my job is the community involvement side. I try to look at ways that I can take the resources I do have and the time I have to serve the local community. I'm on the board for the Troy Kiwanis Club and the Troy Salvation Army. With the Troy Salvation Army, I joined their advisory board a number of years ago. I had volunteered to just ring the bell at Christmas time, and really my involvement with their food pantry started when the pandemic started and they needed people to help deliver food. So I was able to use the truck, and every Tuesday and Thursday for the last 11 or 12 weeks, we've helped deliver food to people who couldn't make it. I really enjoy helping Make-A-Wish. I like what they do and the mission that they have serving children. Last year I joined the Wish Jump to raise money for wishes locally, and I help on their committees for the walk that we host here at the ballpark, and their gala committee involved Girls on the Run in the Capital Region as a running buddy. And I think it's important to get involved in the schools and help girls especially build confidence and character. Connects with what I do with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. I run as a St. Jude hero. I've run 12 marathons, fundraising, raising awareness. I think what I'm most proud of is that I've been able to inspire other people to get involved in the community and join organizations. We all have time, and we all have time to give. And at a deep level, I want the world to be better. And if I can use my time to do that, that's what it's all about.
Thank you, Brian, Jennifer, and Michelle. You are all game changers in our community and make significant impact in the lives of others. The 2020 Philanthropist of the Year is someone that the Capital Region is proud to call our own. As a lifelong resident of the area, giving back to their hometown has come naturally. They are a leader, advocate, and friend that many are inspired by. In addition to raising funds and awareness for their organizations, they also volunteer their time every week to help others in need, and works hard to amplify the gospel of street soldiers. Please join me in congratulating United Way's 2020 Capital Region Philanthropist of the Year, Brian Brosen. Congratulations, Brian. Thank you for all that you do. This honor is well deserved.
Thank you, Anne-Marie. I'd also like to thank the selection committee and United Way of the Greater Capital Region. I'm deeply humbled to have been nominated for this award and to be in such great company with the other finalists. It is truly an honor to even be considered next to leaders like Jennifer and Michelle. The Capital District is blessed to have such amazing leaders amongst our ranks. I'm fortunate to be surrounded by so many good people, so many people who care, who love, who show me daily, by their example, how to be a better person, a better neighbor, a better father, and a better businessman. It is all of those people, my tribe as I call them, that truly deserve the credit. They are my foundation. The real rock of my foundation is my partner, Reggie Monroe. He has walked beside me every day for the past 20 years. It is his quiet example and his cheerleading that has allowed me to do what I do. In our own world, we have seen the real transformation love can have on someone. Our family was built on the idea that love can repair what neglect has torn apart. If you want to make a difference, if you want to really change something, take the time to listen, to care, to make eye contact and connect with someone. You don't need to write a large check, though it helps. You don't need to be able to give 15 hours a week. You don't need to be the best, the first, or even the most together. You simply need to show up. You need to listen, and you need to care. Again, thank you very much for this honor.
Congratulations, Brian. We've been friends for a number of years, and no one deserves this honor more than you do. Your passion, energy, and dedication are an inspiration to so many. Thank you for your important work. Now, we're going to hand it over to present the United Way Campaign Awards. I'm going to call on one of our board members, Brian Sano, Director of Gas Operations at National Grid, to help us recognize our 2019-2020 campaign champions. Brian?
Thank you, Peter. Good evening, everyone. United Way Campaign Awards recognize United Way's corporate supporters and their employees who collectively raised nearly $5 million to benefit United Way of the Greater Capital Region's mission during the 2019-2020 campaigns. United Way's Gold Award recognizes organizations across the Capital Region that achieved a per capita giving level between $100 and $199 per employee. Our Gold Award recipients are Bechtel Plant Machinery, the Bonadio Group, Central Hudson, Cummins, Electric Boat, Enterprise Holdings, Environment One Corporation, Fidelis Care, Glens Falls National Bank and Trust Company, Hinman Straub, HMS Agency, James D. Warren and Son, Milliman, NBT Bank, National Grid, New York ISO, Pearl Insurance, Rose and Kiernan, Sabic, Saratoga National Bank, Tri-City Manpower, and UPS. Our Platinum Award is for companies with per capita giving of $200 or more per employee. Barton and LaJudas, Bobrick Washroom Equipment, CDTA, the Organization of New York State Management Confidential Employees, the Woodward Company, and the United Way of the Greater Capital Region. Our Partner in Giving Award is presented to each United Way workplace campaign that raised between $50,000 to $100,000 through employee contributions, corporate gifts, and special fundraising events. This year, we recognize Enterprise Holdings, Environment One Corporation, Fidelis Care, and New York ISO. Now we're going to recognize our largest company supporters as well as some special award categories. The Leader in Giving Award is presented to each United Way workplace campaign that raised between $100,000 to $200,000 through employee contributions, corporate gifts, and special fundraising events. These companies and their employees truly live united and believe in our mission to fight for the health, education, and financial stability for every person in every community. We look to these companies year after year as philanthropic leaders of the Capital Region, and they continue to answer the call. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in thanking the Leader in Giving Award honorees: Capital District Transportation Authority, Hannaford Supermarkets, KeyBank, MVP Healthcare, National Grid, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, Sabic, and UPS. Our next presentation is the Inspirational Giving Award. This award recognizes organizations that raise between $200,000 and $500,000. We are proud to honor 3 Capital Region companies this evening. From corporate matches to special events, these campaigns have earned this award for providing a corporate social responsibility culture their employees appreciate and want to be a part of. Thank you for all you do for United Way of the Greater Capital Region. Congratulations. Naval Nuclear Laboratory, Golub Corporation and Price Chopper Market 32 teammates, and GE Family of Givers. To round out the campaign awards, it is my honor to present the following special awards to companies and individuals who go above and beyond in what it means to live united. They have set the bar as the community's hand raisers, game changers, and problem solvers, and exemplify true leadership when it comes to giving back, supporting our community, and being a part of something bigger than themselves. Let's start with the United Way Newcomer Award. The United Way Newcomer Award is presented to a company that joined United Way of the Greater Capital Region's efforts for the first time this year. Tonight, we are proud to honor 2 companies who stepped up to help our initiatives in a big way. From braving it on the frigid curling ice to benefit the Summer Meals Collaborative, to donating over 5,000 pounds of baby food to Women United's community-wide baby shower drive. This year's United Way newcomers are 2 partners we are excited to work with and build stronger communities together. Congratulations, Saratoga Eagle Sales and Service and Beach Nut. Our next award is the Labor Appreciation Award. Labor leaders serve on United Way's board, coordinate community service projects, and volunteer at many United Way partner programs. This year's Labor Appreciation Award recipients are New York State Correctional Officers and Police Benevolent Association and North Colony Teachers Association, 2 labor unions who supported United Way of the Greater Capital Region in unique ways. New York State Correctional Officers and Police Benevolent Association provided a $10,000 grant to expand our family and neighborhood resource centers as United Way has recently grown our footprint of support into Columbia and Greene counties. These centers provide one-stop, coordinated services to individuals and families in crisis, and we thank NYSCOBA for helping us provide critical resources to the residents of Columbia and Greene counties. The North Colony Teachers Association saw the work United Way was doing to support community members affected by COVID-19 and were inspired to get involved. A challenge was issued to their friends and families to raise over $10,000 to support those who were most severely impacted by the pandemic. The funds raised were donated to the Capital Region Community COVID-19 Response Fund. Thank you, North Colony Teachers Association, for stepping up and supporting this important effort. Our Campaign of Distinction Award acknowledges a company whose campaign has shown significant growth and who continues to create new ideas with innovation and energy. This year, we recognize an organization whose campaign total earned a Partner in Giving award, and through the idea of their president and CEO and United Way board member, Eric LaCoppola, organized a community-wide curling event in early March that raised over $11,000 for United Way's Summer Meals Collaborative. This year's Campaign of Distinction Award goes to Environment One Corporation. Our next award recognizes those individuals who take on the largest responsibility in a campaign, a leadership role within their company, and someone whose passion for United Way's mission is felt by all. This year's Campaign Champion of the Year is Corey Taylor, Wells Fargo Advisors. Since relocating to the Albany area in 2019, Corey has poured time and effort into building a strong relationship with United Way. From supporting the Women United Affinity Group to donating to the COVID-19 Response Fund and supporting this year's 518 Day by participating in our virtual 5K, Corey has shown his dedication to our community time and time again, and we are honored to recognize him as this year's Campaign Champion. Corey, thank you for your exceptional leadership. This year's United Way President's Award goes to a company whose commitment to our community is long-standing and unwavering. Their passion for the community in which they live, work, and raise their family burns bright. They are always there to support those in need, and the United Way is grateful to have collaborated with them for many years. We are proud to honor Stewart's and the Dake family with this year's President's Award. Typically, United Way's Community Impact Award highlights a Capital Region company or organization who made a lasting difference in our area. This year, we felt it was very important to not single out just one company, but thank and highlight the many organizations who came together in the wake of a crisis and supported the Capital Region Community COVID-19 Response Fund, co-led by the United Way of the Greater Capital Region and the Community Foundation for the Greater Capital Region. The fund was established to rapidly deploy operating grants to 501c3 organizations working with local communities who were disproportionately impacted by the coronavirus and the economic consequences of the pandemic. Thanks to the support of community partners and individual donors, the fund had raised over $1 million and is rapidly deploying grants to organizations on the front line, addressing the urgent needs of our community. At this time, we would like to recognize the following partners for their support of the Capital Region Community COVID-19 Response Fund with this year's United Way Community Impact Award. American National, Arrow Financial Corporation, ACO, Bank of America, Berkshire Bank, Blue Shield of Northeastern New York, Blue Fund, B'nai B'rith Gideon Foundation, Callanan Industries, CDPHP, Citizens Bank, GE Healthcare, Price Choppers Golub Foundation, Howard and Bush Foundation, Hunt Charitable Foundation, JP Morgan Chase, KeyBank, MVP Healthcare, National Grid, New York State Health Foundation, New York State United Teachers, Plug Power, Regeneron, SABIC, the Schenectady Foundation, Stephen McKee Foundation, Tokyo Electron Limited, Times Union, Tri-City Rentals, the Troy Savings Bank, UPS, and Wells Fargo Advisors. It truly is inspiring to see everyone band together when our communities need it most. Thank you all again for your support, and once again, congratulations to all who were recognized this evening. And thank you for allowing me to be a part of such a wonderful event. Peter?
Thank you to all of our campaign champions. Together, our impact is greater than anything we could accomplish alone. And now, new this year, we're proud to officially launch our 5 to Watch program, an initiative that is designed to identify a cohort of organizations and leaders that are poised to shape the future of New York's capital region. Since I began at United Way over 2 years ago, it's been a priority for us to become a more inclusive and representative organization of the community in which we serve, which is why this new investment initiative was created to address the racial, gender, and power disparities in leadership by empowering local communities, amplifying the voices of underrepresented nonprofit leaders, and preparing the broader community for these leaders' continued success. As part of the 5 to Watch initiative, United Way will issue grants annually to 5 community-based organizations with leadership from underrepresented groups and less than $1 million in annual operating revenues. The selected organizations are innovators in their communities and will leverage United Way and our partners to amplify their impact across the capital region. Tonight, I'm proud to announce our first cohort of 5 to Watch grantees: Blue Light Development Group, BirthNet, Mission Accomplished Transition Services, Soulfire Farm, and Youth Effects. Tonight, we're fortunate to be joined by Leah Penniman, co-director and farm manager at Soulfire Farm, who'll share a little bit about Soulfire Farm's mission of ending racism and injustice in the food system and her goals to expand its impact in our community.
Thank you, Peter and the United Way, for this incredible honor. Soulfire Farm is an Afro-Indigenous centered community farm in Rensselaer County, New York, dedicated to uprooting racism and seeding sovereignty in the food system. One of the things that inspired me to co-found Soulfire Farm back in 2010 was my own family's experience with lack of access to fresh foods in the south end of Albany. Prompted by our neighbors to start the Farm for the People, we came out to Grafton, found this 80 acres, and got to work tilling the soil to make sure that everyone who needed food in the 518 could access it. We, to this day, still offer a doorstep delivery of free and low-cost food to people who are surviving food apartheid. Every week, folks get a box that's chock full of vegetables, herbs, fruits, pasture-raised meat, and eggs so that they can provide for themselves and their families. Additionally, we build gardens for these same families so that they are able to grow food for themselves and participate in their own food sovereignty. Additionally, we host thousands of new and aspiring Black and brown farmers on the sacred land every year. We train them up in everything from seed to market so they can go back to their home communities across the nation and provide for the food security there. And finally, we work to uproot the root causes of injustice. We work on fair legislation for farm workers and farmers and policies that make sure that everybody gets enough to eat. Regionally, we're working on returning lands to Indigenous people and to folks who've been dispossessed in this unfair food system. We are excited to collaborate with the United Way and strengthen our impact over the coming year.
Thank you, Leah. We're proud to partner with you, Soulfire Farm, and each of the 5 to Watch cohort members. I'd also like to thank the partners whose investment has made 5 to Watch possible, starting with 3 Albany County legislators who went to the extreme and shaved their heads to help support this program. A little unconventional, but helpful nonetheless. I'm talking about Albany County legislators Matt Peter, Nathan Bruschi, and Dustin Reedy. This program also enjoys strong corporate support from CDPHP and MVP Healthcare. Finally, tonight, we're together virtually because of the impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic. Since the start of the pandemic in March, thousands of Capital Region residents have stepped up to support our neighbors in our region's response to this crisis. Tonight, I want to recognize a few of those game changers, hand raisers, and problem solvers who've gone above and beyond to make a significant impact across the Capital Region. They're business owners whose own livelihood was placed on pause, but they stepped up. elected officials who created partnerships to get critical testing capability to our neighbors in the communities who needed it most, talented artists who rallied to support their community members in need. This is by no means a comprehensive list. However, these individuals have displayed tremendous leadership and generosity. We're lucky to have them as a part of our community. Please join me in thanking the following Capital Region COVID-19 pandemic heroes: Jason Pierce, Dominic Pernomo, and the volunteers of Feed Albany. When an entire industry was paused due to the pandemic, Dominic and Jason sprang into action to provide meals to service industry employees in need. With a core of dedicated volunteers, they recently eclipsed the service of 100,000 meals. Truly remarkable. We thank you, Jason and Dominic. Our next awardee is Albany County Executive Dan McCoy and the Whitney M. Young Health Center. We know, like most issues, the negative impacts from COVID disproportionately impact underserved communities. COVID-19 is no different. But under County Executive McCoy's leadership, a partnership was formed to bring testing to underserved communities throughout Albany County. His efforts with Whitney Young Health Center brought mobile testing capabilities across the entire county and even into Rensselaer County eventually, helping to keep residents healthy and safe and adding the needed testing capacity to get our community on the path to reopening. Thank you, County Executive and the entire team at Whitney Young. Next, I want to thank the Creative Impact, the Capital Region Artist Fund. As the impacts of the pause were felt, we know the arts community has been particularly hit hard by the closure of venues, galleries, and other outlets where artists perform. This collaborative of leaders in the arts community formed Creative Impact to help their fellow creators weather this storm. Next, I want to thank Trent Griffin. Trent is just such a remarkable man, and he owns a business called Tech Valley Hospitality Shuttle. One of the first calls I received at United Way as the pause began was from Trent at Tech Valley Hospitality Shuttle, a small business owner whose own livelihood was at stake as a result of quarantine. Still, through those trying times, all Trent wanted to know was how he could give back. He immediately sprang into action to support various food distribution efforts and other community needs. We thank you, Trent. And finally, let me thank my peers from the Capital Region Community COVID-19 Response Fund. It started with a little fire lit, a little spark lit by Leslie Chu of the Troy Savings Bank Charitable Foundation that led to over $1 million raised and reinvested into our community's emergency response to this crisis. Thank you, Leslie, for your leadership. And to John Eberly of the Community Foundation for the Greater Capital Region, Ellen Sachs from MVP Healthcare, and Bob Carreau of the Schenectady Foundation, thank you for your trust and leadership in developing a first-of-its-kind response to this pandemic. I want to thank you again for joining us tonight at this virtual event. Don't forget to check out our silent auction, which will remain open till 9 p.m. You can also text to give tonight to support our programs that help those throughout the community who struggle all year long. To make that donation, text AWARDS20 to 41444. I need to thank tonight's sponsors once again, without whom none of this would be possible. Albany Med, American National, CDPHP, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, Arrow Financial Corporation, and Capital District Transportation Authority. And of course, to the Cheese Traveler and Empire Wine for tonight's refreshments, Wild Adriatic for the entertainment during happy hour, and to my team here at United Way. 2 weeks ago, in my wildest imagination, I never thought we'd be able to pull something like this off. But they came together, they worked it out, and here we are tonight. So thank you to Ketty Blackwell, Shane Alberton, Sarah Sheehan, Casey Madsen, and Sarah's family at Sheehan Productions for all you've done, and the entire team for your work to make tonight such a huge success. Finally, let me congratulate our Philanthropist of the Year, Brian Brosen. I've known Brian for so long, and there's no one more deserving of you to win tonight's distinction. And to our Capital Region Philanthropy Hall of Fame class of 2020, Mr. Barba, you're an inspiration to me personally and to all of us throughout the Capital Region. I hope everyone's enjoyed their night. Stay safe, stay healthy, and live united. Thanks so much.